Toast to another season of Washington Commanders football. May 11th of 2023. May 11th of 2023. I dropped a video on YouTube. You probably didn't see it. I don't have that many subscribers. I'm fairly new to this, but I dropped a video on YouTube stating that we will go 4-13. 4-13. And game just ended against the Cowboys. Scary Terry got his 1,000 yards. We lost. And of course we go 4-13. I am Diz A1 of the Big Dub Network, where we strive for the W's and we learn. We learn from the L's, and we have taken the second most L's in the NFL this year, which will result in us getting the second overall pick. I am ecstatic about that. I'm hype about that. I don't care about this season. It's over. I'm not dwelling on it. Thanks, Ron Rivera, for everything you did. You came in here at a time where we probably needed you most. You didn't do much for our X's and O's. You didn't do much for our talent. But as far as building a culture of men who came to work, who wasn't out drinking and driving after games and killing people, you did your job, Ron Rivera. Thank you so much. I wish him best of luck in the future. He's a great coach, regardless of what he did for us. He's a great man. He's going through a lot in his life, and he fought through all of that to come to work every day for this team and try to put us in a better place. And unfortunately, he's leaving off right where we started when he took over the team. Losing record with the second overall pick. Thanks, Ron Rivera. Secondly, EB. I'm a big fan of EB, man. Regardless if he doesn't run the fucking ball for us, I'm still a big fan of EB. He bet on himself, and he definitely bet on himself right now just to show the rest of the league that he's capable. I don't think he helped himself out. One thing that is helping him is the struggling Chiefs offense. Maybe he's that missing piece that can go back to the Chiefs and bring them back to their offensive glories. But thanks, EB, for everything, man. Honestly, I would love to have EB back as our offensive coordinator with a different coach, with a different head coach, with a different quarterback, with a different head coach, with a different approach to the game. I just feel like EB tried to go out every week and light it up with the passing game, and our running game was effective. But he just didn't think in that way. So if he ends up our head coach, I'm cool with that. I like I said, I like EB. If we get a defensive head coach and he stays the offensive head coach, offensive coordinator, I'm cool with that as well. I think just, the right sitting down and the right group in the room to get everybody on the right page will only help EB, maximize what we can get out of this team. I felt like, I'm not gonna throw shame on Sam Howell at all. He's a young boy who was given an opportunity, but I just don't feel like that's what EB needed at the time. EB had just spent 5 years with arguably the best quarterback on the planet ever, and then he comes here to coach this offense with Sam Howell. He probably asked Howell to do way too much. He definitely asked Howell to do way too much, and Sam Howell fought through it. So I appreciate EB for everything. If he's here next year, cool. If he's not, I wish him the best. I hope he goes back to the Chiefs. I think that's the best layout, but more than likely he'll probably be out of the league for a year or two. But lastly, Sam Howell, hey, you were given the opportunity as a young boy. Most of them don't get that opportunity. And you got all 17 games. Who was the last quarterback? I think like Kirk Cousins was the last quarterback to play all 17 for us. Shit, what more can you ask for, man? He went out there, gave it his all. The odds were technically stacked against him. He's a young boy. He had a new OC. Offensive line struggles throughout the year. I felt like our skill guys were not necessarily elite, but I thought we had a good set of skill guys. They used to come and go as they want, disappearing acts. But at the same time, Sam Howell, he stood in there, he took his shots, he ran around, took his shots, and it didn't work out. 4-13. I predicted this before the season. I uploaded the video. On May 11th, and I had a feeling things would not go our way this season. And it wasn't because of Sam Howell. It definitely wasn't because of EB, because I thought that pickup was great. I just didn't think the full totality of everything would come together and mesh. Thought the message may have been too old, and now I can see us getting a lot of modern ways about going about things in the building now, which will have us looking like a completely different organization, man. I swear, like 4-13, yeah, I predicted it. Yeah, I should get a round of applause. But at the same time, we have the second overall pick, man. That's what we should round of applause for. Because we could have won 8 games. We had plenty of close games. We could have won 8 of those games and have like the 12th, the 13th, the 14th pick or something like that. And then we would have been stuck dead in the center again. But now, just being at that second draft pick, we could potentially get one of the great prospects that's coming out this year. First and foremost, we can have a chance at getting Caleb Williams. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But at the same time, we put ourselves in a position to get that done. If we're at 14, 15, 12, 13, that's unlikely. But being at 2, it's nothing to shell off a couple draft picks and go get a Caleb Williams. We'll be there if the new regime, the new GM, new head coach, new president, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, whoever, if that new group comes in and they want Drake May, if we can't get Caleb, I'm cool with that. If that new group wants Jalen Daniels, I'm cool with that. If that new group wants to trade back and potentially just look for a, bridge quarterback in later rounds, or if the new regime comes in and says, we're going to stick with Sam Howell, which was going to result in us trading back, getting some more draft capital and doing it that way, I'm cool with that because we have a new, fresh start with all of these moving parts no longer being moving parts. It's a group of guys coming here all at the same time, all on the same page with the ultimate goal of turning this franchise around. And it starts with Josh Harris and the ownership group, with Magic Johnson. I know Magic Johnson's going to be in these meetings, these interviews, talking to these new coaches, talking to these GMs, trying to figure out, what can you do to make this franchise better? You see where this franchise is. What can you do to make us better? And when they get those answers, I know Magic will be able to decipher through the bullshit, because Magic Johnson is a winner, flat out. I mean, it's nothing that he's been a part of that wasn't winning. So he's a winner. And with Josh Harris and his approach on being a little bit more modern, a little bit more using the analytics and things of that nature. He's already started that, bringing Shin in the building. So we're going to continue with that. We're going to get a new group of guys in here that comes in here with a plan. Maybe that plan works. Listen, I'm not saying, this first new group that we're bringing in here after the new ownership group comes in, this first new group is going to take us to the promised land. It's not at all what I'm saying. But what I am saying is this new group, everything is happening the right way, quote unquote, the right way, because success in the NFL takes a lot of luck. And it looks as if we're going to start off the right way. And what more could you ask for than us starting off the right way from the franchise? It hasn't done much. And we just bounce back 4-13. And we're moving along. And whether that's with Caleb Williams, whether that's with Drake May, whether that's us just, stand down and stand with Sam Howell, anything matters, man. Whatever happens, happens. And if it goes our way, then that's cool. And if it doesn't, that's cool too. But we're starting out the right way. And for all the Washington fans, man, go ahead and leave you call that in the comments down low. I call that. But until next time, it's your boy Dez A1, the Big Dub Network.